Yeah, it's the first day or first morning I've actually seen a lot of them, and we'll get them in the gym and do a bit of running the next few days as well. But overall, these guys are professional athletes, and even though they've been on leave, they've still been doing a fair bit of fitness work just to keep making sure they're ticking over. Yeah, I mean, Doug's batting has come on a lot in the last, I guess, 24 months or so. He's batted higher for Central Districts in their lineup as well, so often batting 6. So yeah, his batting's definitely come on, but I guess we like the package that he offers us with bat and ball, and so who knows what will happen over there. I mean, we've been pretty consistent with the way I guess we run our test lineup, but an injury or so, then he's always in the reckoning. I don't necessarily stay up and watch all the games at night, but I certainly record most of them and watch them, and yeah, it's great to see we're getting a number of guys getting some game time over there. Always as a coach you want more, you want them all playing, but we're in regular contact with the guys over there.
Some of them sort of amping for it?
Yeah, there's always a bit of excitement when the Dukes come out. Although I will say I think the Kookaburra ball that we used last year performed a little bit differently and probably a little bit more Dukes-like than what we've been used to in the past. So it'll be one of the things that we have to adapt to is the ball swinging, but not just that, our plans and making sure we still bowl to our strengths as well and not getting carried away with just trying to swing the ball. I think a lot of the wickets and the way people get out in England is still bowled in LBW as well, so the stumps are still in play, so we're going to have to adapt to that well. Yeah, I mean, a day like this, it's a bit fresh in the morning, and that's one of the things of coming down here to Lincoln, and I guess the facilities we have out here make it reasonably English-like as well. Other than that, I guess it's just the natural wear on the wickets and that as well that will hopefully make it as real as possible. But I mean, it's great for our ground staff, I think, as well, that we can trial a few things, and we won't get them all right, but if we can get them close, then that's great preparation for us.
It's been quite cool actually, being able to mix in with the lads and kind of be able to train with some of the world's best is a pretty incredible experience so far. It showcases what the coaches and players kind of have created, because to be one of the world's best teams and for a young player to come in and can feel comfortable is amazing. We play Pakistan and West Indies, both their full teams this year. Being able to expose myself and test myself against those guys, I think will make the transition hopefully a bit easier. Ideally I will be an all-rounder. That bowling piece is definitely, I'm going to keep working on it, keep going. Whether it's, if I get an opportunity, whether it's I'll do batting or batting 6-7, whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. Every single person you come across has different experience, different life experience, different cricket experiences, and you can definitely take, even if it's only a small bit from each person, and you can understand what they've been through, and hopefully it can help you out whatever way.
This is a chance for us to get back together and I guess just start laying the foundations of the players getting back in, I guess, like it's our home season almost, that we get in some nick, we get ready to go and face England first before we face India and Southampton there as well.
I think the group we've got, we're really good at talking with each other and going through scenarios and looking at different situations that may come up or like I said, scenarios you may have to go through. But that's, I think, what makes it exciting as well. We have 2 tests against England and a test against India, and there will be prep for 2 completely different cricketing sides. So it's exciting from a player point of view, it's exciting from a support staff point of view.
In terms of our preparation and the opposition, for us it'll be probably adapting more to conditions as well as just as much as the opposition. The facilities are the marquee, which is a huge advantage for us to have that marquee, so the guys can run in and bowl full steam off their full run up the whole time, regardless of the weather. So the more the guys can actually train as close to a match sort of intensity as possible, that's going to limit injury and have the best preparation.
Reality cricket is swing bowling, fast bowling and spin against batters, so that's the way the game's always been. So it comes back to understanding your roles and how you bat best or bowl best in any conditions and against any opposition, and hopefully you do it as well as you possibly can, you come out on top.
Hopefully we're doing everything that we can to give our players the best chance of being ready, and hopefully when we're over there we've got 20 fit players, and we're then making some really tough decisions on working out who our final 11 is.
There's one Thunder Bay.
I think if you told me after my first few test matches, I don't know how old I was, 24 or something, I think if you said you're going to play 70 odd test matches and potentially make the World Test Championship final, I would have said, yeah, I would definitely take that. Probably would have said your dream actually. It's a good feeling to be able to play for this long, and I'll look forward to 3 more test matches and make sure that I'm still ready to go, and it'll be lovely to win a final.
Yeah!
Clips it away for 4, and that is Test century number 3 for the New Zealand wicketkeeper batsman BJ Watling, and what an effort it has been.
There's a few stories in there. I'm not much of a storyteller though, but I do remember Dan telling me once, he told me, he just said, make sure you don't be happy with just playing 1 or 2 tests. Make sure you kind of make a career out of it. And I remember him saying that, and from then on, it was a massive focus to try and make sure I had a decent career. To be fair, there's been so many memories over the years. Some are off the field, some are on the field, and I might look back at them one day and go, yep, that was cool that I managed to achieve that. But for me, it's being able to play for so long. That was the main goal, and to sort of achieve a few things along the way has been pretty cool. But I love winning games, and I love enjoying them after with the lads. So those are the 2 things that I'll remember the most.
It's a bit of a different trip with what's going on in the world at the moment, and to now be stuck in isolation here in Southampton for a couple of days, but it's a bit different. But flying wise, wearing masks and the preparation that the group took before we flew over with vaccines and all the COVID tests that you got to do to make sure that it's all good to go. Flying through Singapore, it was quite eerie how quiet, and we were literally the only people walking through, which is a bit bizarre. It's the view from a balcony, so that all the boys are in their rooms along the balcony. I think the boys are just going to look forward to getting out and getting stuck into training with each other, and just getting used to the conditions here. Looking forward to that first test. So we're very lucky to be able to travel over here and do what we love, which is play games of cricket, and little sacrifices like that are definitely worth it.
Start with an inter-squad warm-up match against each other, which I know will for a fact be highly competitive, and then lead into that first test match at Lords.
Yeah, I think obviously with 20 players there and then the IPL guys, a lot's happened in the last couple of weeks. This was just going to be the guys who went over, where you add the IPL players to the mix, I think. So that will add a little bit more spice, and I'm sure it'd be nice to get a proper game, but playing amongst ourselves is probably not a bad thing as well. It'll be Latham and Williamson, I think. I'll go on Williamson team. They'll win.
We're not going to treat these 2 test matches against England just as warm-ups. I know for a fact we're going to try and go out there and pride ourselves the way we've been playing test cricket, and obviously want to win test matches for New Zealand.